YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Sergi J in 4K. Welcome back to the channel. Today I finally went ahead and got a case for the Pixel Fold. Had this for about a week now. It's been sitting caseless. Today we're going to change that. I went ahead and ordered the later case, which is, I guess you could say, a direct competitor for the Pitaka case. But let's go ahead and we're going to test this one out, see what it is in comparison. Is it better than the Pitaka? Let's go ahead and let's find out. Let's go. Alright, so I've had the Pixel Fold for about a week now. As I mentioned earlier, it's been caseless. I have been waiting for this. I actually, before getting the Fold, I ordered the later case about a week before. No, not about a week, probably a few days before. Unfortunately, I do live on the West Coast. I believe later case, as you see there, designed in Canada, so it's actually shipping out of Canada, I believe. So they go through New York when they hit stateside. So it does take a little bit longer. One of my main complaints, obviously, is that I'm impatient. I guess you could say like Amazon ordering and stuff like that has kind of made me impatient to waiting over a week. Not really a big deal, but when I have a phone and I really don't want to order another case for it, just because if you've noticed, a lot of the cases for these folds do have like a sticker on the front portion of the case so that it doesn't fall off. I figured that'd be too much of a hassle, so I waited for the later case to come in. Only downside, later case, if you're watching, I would actually like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people as well would like if you offered like a different option to do expedited shipping if you want. I would gladly pay for that. Again, not a big deal. But we have the case box here to the later case. This, if you haven't heard of later cases, pretty much designed and owned by the people who run the Unbox Therapy channel. I've been wanting to check one of these out, comparing it to Pitaka. My main thing, as you see here on some of these other cases, is that it does cover the actual camera bump on the phone. So that's my main reason for wanting to go with it. So that's why, instead of a Pitaka, I went ahead and I tried a later case this time. I have had several Pitakas. Definitely good cases as well. I don't have any complaints with them. But, with the later case, it's something different. And again, been wanting to check it out. One thing I do find pretty cool here is it looks like they do give you kind of like a little sample here, probably where the magnet is, of what the actual case is like. Same material, basically. So you have pretty much a pull-out design box. We have the case here. Now on the back, don't know if you want to read that. Pretty much just tells you all the design stuff. The box on the front tells you the phone type, the edition you got. I got the Cyber edition. And then, of course, we got designed in Canada, made with Kevlar. So pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the actual case itself, though. So here we have the back piece. Initial impressions from the hands-on. Very, very thin. I don't know how well the camera will pick up how thin this is, but very, very thin. That's what I like about the Pitakas as well, as that they do snap on. I myself like a minimal case. If you're looking for a bulk case, to protect your case from drops and stuff like that, cases like this are definitely not going to be it, I can tell you that. Now the front seems to be held in place here by something. We'll go ahead and we'll set that aside here. I'm imagining this just snaps off. Yeah, it does. So we have that here. As you notice, as I mentioned, with all the other cases, you have a little strip of adhesive right here. That's just pretty much to hold it in place on the actual front of the phone so it doesn't flop off. So I think that's pretty nice. Very lightweight. The only thing that I was considering going with the Pitaka over the later case is that with the later case you don't have MagSafe. I understand it's mainly for iPhones, but I do have an iPhone as well. So a lot of the stuff that I have, chargers and other things, mounts, things like that, do work with the actual MagSafe. So I wish they had that. Small omission, not too bad. Let's go ahead and let's snap this on. So as you see here, very thin profile. Definitely the style case I'm going for myself, just because you do have, basically the spot for all the cutouts, but without adding too much bulk to the actual case. As you see here, the bottom of the case as well. Don't know how well that'll focus in. There it goes. The bottom of the case has all the ports cut out perfectly, the speaker grill, so that's nice. Same thing with the mic hole up top, cut out perfectly. And then as I mentioned, the big plus to this case is that you do cover the actual camera bump, but you still have the actual cameras exposed. So you get minimal protection for that, which is nice. Now, as far as the front, as I mentioned, I don't swap cases too often, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this adhesive off, and we'll stick it on right now. All right, so adhesive strip pulled off. I'm assuming this is going to go up top. You have the speaker grill up top here, as you notice. So same thing with the back. It should just clip right in. There we go. So cool. So snaps right on. Minimal, as I mentioned, minimal design case. I'm assuming this, you probably want to press this down a little bit. I don't have a screen protector on here yet. I guess I should have done that before putting on the adhesive. I didn't actually think about that until just now. So I'll probably have to redo this. But as far as feeling the hand, very good. You don't get, actual protection for the foldable portion back here, which is fine. It'd be hard to do that, especially when you unfold it. Now, as far as when you unfold the phone, you see here you do get minimal coverage for the front. But overall, this case looks awesome, in my opinion. I like the feel in hand. You do get more grip than you do without a case. If you've ever had a Pitaka, you'll notice that you do, with these, pick up, some smears from your fingers and stuff like that just because of the material. Not a big deal. But yeah, definitely I would suggest, if you haven't checked out a later case, go ahead and check them out. Not too bad. Not the cheapest case, of course. I believe it cost me like $60, $59.99. But yeah, overall worth it. Definitely, here's their handle if you want to check them out. I'm sure most of you watching this have heard of Later Case. But if you haven't, there it is. Go ahead and check them out, Later Case, on Twitter, Instagram. But yeah, overall, very nice presentation for the box. Pretty good for, a minimalistic phone case. And as I mentioned, the material to me is just awesome. So yeah, I definitely wanted to do a hands-on review of this. I will, of course, be dropping my impressions, after a few weeks. Probably, I might do a week one, a few weeks of having this phone. Overall, I can tell you, though, definitely a great experience. I'm really liking this phone as of now. I've actually been using this more than I have my iPhone lately. As I mentioned in my previous video, I haven't actually switched fully. I'm not going to do that just because I'm too connected into the Apple ecosystem. You hear a lot of people saying that, but in my case, it's really true. But yeah, I'll be using this mainly as a secondary phone. So yeah, I plan on doing some updates. If you want to see other case reviews, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like, hit that thumbs up, share the video if you want to be, if you want to share it. But yeah, other than that, guys, your boy Sergi J. I'm checking out. And again, we have the review of the Later Case for the Pixel Fold. Take it easy, guys.